Let me get a comment in the comment box for the first person in. Okay, I noticed not. I don't got the dark screen going on like I usually do. Shout out to the brother, the Roger Report. Raj, I had to do this quick, fast, in a hurry. That's why I didn't use StreamYards. Um, and also, let's do our shout out before we do our intro to AB Media, who sent this to me through email. And yes, fascinating. So let's do our intros. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on your way in. Um, okay, so why are we covering this story? This black woman is clearly broken. She is broken. All right, she is broken. I mean, I know we don't like to give passes for that type of stuff. I know what she is. I want to be clear what she's doing. A she's attempting to pull an Emmett Till. I'm gonna go into that in a minute because I want to really delve into that. Phil, didn't go too far into that. I want to go into that, but what she's doing, um, and she's broken. She's gone. She's gone. We can have a conversation about her adult film career, and maybe that's another reason. We can have a conversation about her, the white guy who made her a single mom, single baby mama, right? Um, we can go into all of that, but this lady is gone, right? So number one. Number two, um, her using all of the white racist tropes about black men. And she clearly said she hates black men. She's not going to heal. Um, she called black men bullet bags. Clearly, you're right. Literally, she just checked off like every divestment box, right? Just clicked off every divestment box, and you know, her saying, "Well, black men are harassing me. They're harassing me." What you mean? You're being harassed online on your cell phone, maybe on your laptop, the things that you can turn off. So black men aren't walking up to you in the middle of the street, be like, aren't you that porn chick, right? Excuse me. So you mean black men are harassing you online in a way that white men aren't? Number one. Number two, you're wishing death on black men. And I'm called the title what I called it to say, Phil went into, and shout out to the brother Phil from the, Phil, for all of us that know we've been YouTube junkies for a while, we know Phil from the Advice Show, Phil Scott, and shout out to the brother, he covered it. I'm also covering this story too. I found it interesting, and I want to give my perspective. The link is in the description, so Phil could get his views and his shout out. Um, so, and I wanted to say this to Phil also. Brother Phil, this black woman, and y'all notice I call even some of the most heinous black women sisters, but to me, this is a bridge too far. Um, and so I will not be saying that about her as much as I can. This black woman thinks that she's weaponizing gender. This is intersectionality 101. She's weaponizing gender to say you black men. In other words, yes, she is black, but what she's saying is because she came out the womb with ovaries or with a vagina, she's different than black men. So yes, she is black. She probably grew up around other black people, black men, and yes, she has daddy issues, as Phil noted, and you can see it because she mentioned, and I thought my dad was the only one saying that she thought her dad was the only bad person. She looked at men as heroes, and she came out into the real world and probably got her head sniped by white men and black men, but obviously, just like Ostefko and other black women that engage in these relationships with black men and white men, most of their anger, ire, and resentment is towards black men, even though white men do them just as foul, if not worse, and oftentimes worse, right? So, but I won't put Ostefko in the same boat as her with this. Like, I just mentioned the whole anger and ire thing, but as bad as Ostefko is, she ain't this, right? This particular black woman, we can see she got daddy issues. She has issues with black men overall. Quite as kept, she has issues with white men also. But with this, she's getting at black men, so she's going to play down her issues with white men. She's broken. Like this level of broken, I don't know if therapy can even fix, because she told you herself she's not going to heal and she hates black men, right? She's not going to heal and she hates black men. This is a level of anger at black men and at the world. And excuse me if y'all hear some shuffling around, because I do have Wendy's and I will be eating my Wendy's. I will not let my Wendy's get cold. So this is a level of anger and resentment at black men that I don't know if we can necessarily put into words, or maybe I don't have the vocabulary to put into words this level of F you black men forever, right? And it is sad, but she's broken, and I think that black people, including black men, whoever is messaging her or making fun of her, just let this lady be. This lady don't mean no one no good. She's no good to anyone. She is broken. I know there's some more adult, mature people in the room who's gonna say, no, don't say it, Mr. Z. No, this lady's broken beyond repair. She's no good to no one. It borderline. I'm not about wanting to call family services on black people, but this lady right here, raising that mixed black boy, it feels correct that she has a mixed son from this white dude. This lady is going to destroy him. Psychologically, she is going to destroy that little boy. Especially, she already got that boy hating himself, apparently, like Phil said. She is a danger to all black people, including her son. That level of hate, that level of being self-aware enough to essentially admit you're broken, you're not going to heal, you hate black men, you're using white racist tropes against black men. You better hope your son is not visibly any type of not white. He don't even have to look fully black, but if he look any Barack Obama-ish, Drake-ish, or darker, you could instill in him all the self-hate you want. It's still not going to save him from this anti-black world. And this anti-black world, with all the anti-black sentiments you have, you're still not even safe from it, right? Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. It's yeah, this is standard issue divester, right? This is standard issue divester, and it's frightening to see that this is what they sound like, right? So when you're on the internet and you're reading some of the most insane comments coming from black women, the bullet bags, when you hear Lexus Exodus talk, when you hear Mahogany Pink talk, they're only slightly more educated versions of this woman, right? This sentiment, as bad as some black women are with their anger towards black men, most black women ain't this. But enough are. And I think it goes way underreported in the black community that enough black women sound like this, think like this, feel like this about black men. And as Phil said, black men we can sense this, whether the women are so overt with their language as this lady was. Black men can feel this, and they know they can't fix that. You can't fix this. And here's where Passport Bros and SYSBM come in. You cannot fix this. She told you straight up, I hate black men. And they're harassing me, they're effing harassing me. That's her calling in white authorities. That's her attempting to pull the damsel in distress white woman, please white daddy, come regulate these black men for me. That's what that was, right? And I want to emphasize that when she said they're harassing me, they're effing harassing me, in the tone of voice she did, that's her attempting to pull the Karen card, right? And now that is not exclusive to divestors in the black community when it comes to black women. A lot of black women attempt to use white racism to regulate black men. This lady was just that egregious with it, right? And yes, happy holidays. Oh, I wanted to offer a correction. Oh, I should have said this in the beginning of my video. Um, 2 videos ago, I we were speaking about Canada's population, and I said it was somewhere in the 150, 120 something mark. It's actually 38 million. It's not 150. I was mistaking it for Mexico. Mexico's at 130. So I had all my North American countries mixed up. It's only three. Right? So yes, Canada is at 38 million, so round about 40 million, and Mexico's at like 130. So correction there. So just in case anyone heard me say 150, and I was standing on it too, because I was mistaking the populations for each other. Because if you would have asked me about Mexico, I probably would have said they're the ones at 40 million. Had my countries way mixed up. So yes. So once again, the USA somewhere around 330 million, Mexico somewhere around 130 million, Canada somewhere around 40 million. So I just want to offer that correction. Make sure that we get our numbers right here. And so continuing, yes, this is standard issue. Excuse me. This is standard issue divester talk. That's what y'all saw there. With the anger and the rage. Shout out to the brother AB Media for sharing this with me. He notices he went into my ballpark with this one. And it's important that we speak about this not because it's just something to riff on. Haha, look at these angry black women. Haha, they're so bitter. No. As Mr. Z tells y'all, the issue with this type of conversation is that there are women like this that have access to, they rub elbows with powerful, influential people. That's why they're dangerous, right? They have their own issues. They need to go seek therapy. I don't even know if therapy can fix this. Like I said, I think this lady is broken beyond repair. But there are women like this that they have been very out there sexually with white men. They've adopted very anti-black male sentiments and concepts and ideas. And they are some of your professors, maybe a dean or two, maybe a principal or two. They are your bank tellers. They are in your loan office. They're in positions of power and authority. They're some of your screenwriters in Hollywood. They are some of your executives all across the board, everywhere, right? They are some of your local politicians, some of your defense attorneys, some of your prosecuting attorneys. So when you see, and I want the black community to be aware that sometimes you will see black women in particular have this kind of, it looks like they're doing their job too well by blocking black men in particular, from getting that business loan, or they're really pushing for this black man to serve as much time as humanly possible. And I want us to understand, it's not that they're just doing their job a little too well. It's not that they're even virtue signaling for white society a little too much. No, they despise black men. They are black neo-Nazis. They are chocolate dip white racist women and white racist men, right? Excuse me. We have to deal with the fact that this is a thing in the black community. And as more and more of your, as more and more of your passport bros make themselves known, as more and more of your SYSBM make themselves known, you will hear these women screeching, yelling, because it was all fine and dandy. It was all fine and dandy calling black men bullet bags, making fun of black men, telling black men you don't need them. This is where Stefco comes in. But then when black men say, fine, we're out, and show you they out, right? Because there's been black men that's been saying that and been kind of threatening that. But no, when you really see the pictures with a dozen or so black boys in high school, and they all got them a white woman for prom, and then you see the pictures one after the other, after the other, after the other, of black men going to spend that some hundreds of dollars to get their passport, and then them actually taking videos of them in whatever country, in Africa, in South America, in the Caribbean, in Southeast Asia, right? You're going to hear more and more black women screaming this type of rhetoric, because now they're going to be virtue signaling for white racist men. They think all white men are anti-black and racist. So they're going to be screaming these type of this type of incendiary language. They're going to be doing it more and more because this is their way of virtue signaling to white men. Hey, we're just as racist and anti-black, if not more, than you are. We don't like them Negroes neither. F them Negroes forever. Because black men were supposed to, like, what did Iyanla Vanzant say? Stand in it with black women like this? Black women like this ran Iyanla Vanzant off her show. Black women like this made fun of Gabby Douglas's hair. An Olympian. Right? This lady is broken beyond repair. When we say that some of us won't make it to the promised land, we think men. We usually think black men, right? We usually think black men. No, black women like this, you can't do nothing. They're good to no one, not even the white man. Outside of the rhetoric, that's possibly why she's not even with the white dude she had the kid with. They're good to no one. She told you straight up, I'm not gonna heal. Right? You see her kind of trying to make jokes. Isn't that Tariq Nasheed's whole thing? The cops are killing us. The cops are killing us. She mentioned bullet bags. She did the whole white trope. It's not that the cops are killing. You're killing yourselves. You're not good people. She did the whole karma thing. You know they like to pull that whole karma card. So white supremacy racism is kicking black people, including black men, in the rear end, including black women in the rear end, because black men don't do what black women like you think they should do, which is a whole lot of rear end kissing. This is karma. Isn't this what those women were saying about Kevin Samuels? This is karma. Boy, they love that karma thing. Whenever a black man gets hurt, harmed, ooh, they love that. This is karma for you not protecting black women. Right? This is karma. This is what y'all get for making fun of black women. This is what y'all get for not protecting black women. This is what y'all get for not providing for black women. But aren't black women impoverished too? Aren't black women working in these insane jobs also, not making no money? Aren't black women engaged in the gig economy disproportionately compared to other groups of people in this country also, just like black men? So if this is karma for black men, then why is the karma also hitting black women? Like you, who's in the adult film industry and who's a baby mama to a white man. If this is karma towards black men, then why are you getting hit with it also? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Why didn't the white man marry you? You had the white man. You got the mixed kid. Why didn't, if it's his karma against black men, then why aren't you in a loving, happy marriage or relationship with a white man right now? Right? If this is karma towards black men, if this is cosmic justice towards black men, then why did you, who's not a black man, why did you have to engage in the adult film industry? Right? Is this karma? Or is this just anti-blackness, which you're exhibiting right here, right now, in this video? This lady is beyond broken, right? And shout out to Big, excuse me, shout out to Big Kev. Big Kev said, this self-hatred of hers is entirely her fault. You know, I don't know her background. We don't know her upbringing necessarily. All we know from what we can see so far is she does not have a relationship with her father, or at least a good relationship or a healthy relationship with her father. And outside of that, we don't know how much of this is her fault. What I can say is clearly that white man did not help. So you're calling on white authorities. You saying they're harassing me, they're effing harassing me. Let's call a thing a thing. You are attempting to pull your white woman damsel in distress card so that white men could come and regulate black men for you. And you had the white man because you have a mixed kid from the white man, right? But it didn't work. So clearly, you know, this self-hatred of hers, it's helping no one. It's harming her. It's harming her son, who's the most innocent person in this. He's gonna come out here in the real world, regurgitating white racist talking points. Depending on his look, if he ain't Logic or Lighter, the rapper Logic. If he's not Logic or Lighter, for those of you that don't know, Logic is mixed, his dad is black. He's screwed. If he's Drake or darker, it's a rap. Maybe he gets a Drake pass. Let's give him a Drake pass. If he's J. Cole or darker, it's over. That self-hatred, that regurgitating anti-black talking points, it ain't gonna work. Right? What's the name of the pundit that's on Fox News occasionally? Juan Williams, I think his name is. Have y'all ever seen his son? His son is kind of Latino-ish, passing. Right? His son, he looks white adjacent. If her son doesn't have that look, the Logic look, maybe the Drake look, it's a wrap. You better hope your son doesn't look like Drake, J. Cole, or darker. You better hope he don't look like Barack Obama, because the self-hatred ain't gonna help. The regurgitate, remember all those racist things, those talking points that mommy gave you. Walk around the world just saying that and you'll get the pass, and white people will like you too. No, they won't. No, they won't. You just setting that boy up for failure. Right? You're setting that boy up for failure. You could teach him to hate his black side all you want, to regurgitate all this anti-black male talking points, to distance himself as far away from black men as humanly possible. That ain't gonna save him from this. That is not gonna save him from this. As a matter of fact, what it's going to do is, when he's hit with that white supremacy, when he's hit with that racism, when his white friends make those little racist jokes, his non-black friends, the little Latinos and Asians, when they make the anti-black jokes, he chuckles at it, he ignores it. He doesn't even ignore it. He doesn't even sense that it's a problem. As they get more serious, when he becomes an adult and he gets into this workforce, he's gonna get hit. And it's sad to see. We all got that cousin, right? Or that sibling, that aunt or uncle. They thought they were safe and they get hit, right? It's like an unexpected tackle. They get hit. It's like getting hit by an 18-wheeler, right? Sideswiped by an 18-wheeler. Ooh, that hit. That's what you're setting your son up for, man. You're not setting him up to show white society, oh, look, I'm a different type of black. All of y'all think y'all a different type of black when y'all regurgitate these talking points. All of you. You all think you're a different type of black. You raise your children, your sons, even your fully black sons. You ain't like them Negroes. And then you find yourself like that African sister at Yale. White girl caught a cop on you and cops come regulate you. And I'm not saying that African sister thought she was a different type of black. I'm just saying, even in Yale, you get checked in Yale. You know? It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So here you go, broken black woman, raising a mixed son. You have hatred for black men, per your own words. And you're a very clear, visibly black woman. You try to pull the damsel in distress white woman card, it ain't gonna work. They're harassing me. They're effing harassing me. I think this is karma. Ma'am, take your daddy issues and go see a therapist. I'm not gonna heal. Like I said, yeah, I really don't think a therapist is gonna help her much, but that's the best bet. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. That this lady is broken beyond repair to me, but maybe there's a therapist. I'm not a professional, so maybe there's a therapist that can take on this case and do something with it, right? But yeah, this lady is broken beyond repair. Y'all excuse me, I'm chewing right now. Give me a second. Yeah, but no, it's sad to see, you know. And shout out to the brother AB Media 83 for sending this to me. Um, Shout out to the brother Phil for covering it. I shout out to the other brother that Phil was covering. I think it was originally on his channel or one of his social media sites, and then Phil covered it and AB sent it to me. Um, yeah, this is sad. Um, it's discouraging, right? You will see more passport bro, and like Phil said, this is going to increase passport bros because you can't do anything with a woman like this. No, like when I say no one, I mean outside of a serious neo-Nazi or KKK member that's still somewhat sexually attracted to black women, no one can do anything with this. Not even your standard issue white man. No one can do anything with you can't do nothing with anything with a woman like this. Her sexual history is probably all type of in shambles. She's done adult film. The lady's gone mentally. She has a mixed son. She hates black men. Right? Someone, I guess, on her live mentions, um, white, excuse me, white men and boys in mass shootings, and she kind of like, skipped over it. I'm talking about black men. Well, doesn't that remind y'all of the the founder of Me Too, when Tariq and other people were pressing her online about why she's so hyper focused on black men in these kind of Me Too cases, and she said like she pretty much said the same thing, like, yeah, what's wrong with focusing on black men or something along those lines. And from my understanding, that woman's with a black man in a relationship with a black man, but they still despise black men. They allow, excuse me, excuse me, they allow, and I'm happy Phil brought this up. I'm glad he actually brought this up. They allow youthful rejection. They allow their daddy issues to fuel them and to push them along and to further excuse me, anti-black male sentiments. Right? DA said that woman is married to a black man. Yeah, I remember seeing the picture with her in him a couple years ago. Right? So we have to be very clear, you know. Some of these people, they, like I said, they get into positions of power and influence, and when they speak, they know how to couch it. This lady is too far gone. She yeah, she's way too far gone. But there are other black women like her who get into positions of power and influence. They think like this young lady, and when you see them, like I said, when you see them in their places of work, you think they're doing too much. But it's not only that they're doing too much, they hate black men. When they're in HR and it almost looks like they get off when they are the ones who have to let a black man go, it's because she is getting off on it. Right? Right. Victor Creed said, "Chew then talk." Vic, I don't chew in my mouth open, Vic. I'm not that guy. Oh no, I was choking on a cough, not the food. Right. That's always been disgusting to me, especially as adults when people chew with excuse me, with their mouth open. But yeah, so you know, this is this is sad. I don't like y'all notice I'm not even really trying to make fun of it. Like this is it's disheartening. Forget sad. That's not strong enough. This is truly disheartening. A black woman this broken, right? Let's go through it again. She's trying to use white women, damsel in distress kind of performance, I guess we'll call it, right? She does the whole "this is your karma" thing. She looks up black men, I guess who are currently incarcerated or in trouble, and she does the whole um, she does the whole like going after Tariq Nasheed randomly. Maybe she wants Tariq Nasheed, you know? Um, isn't this Tariq Nasheed's whole thing? The cops are killing us. The cops are killing us, right? She does the whole bullet bag thing. I mean, so when y'all see those comments online, right, and you know the person on the other end is a black woman, you know, typing her fingers away, you know, making fun of black men, understand that this is them, right? This is them, right? This is her, right? Yeah, Trell Bentley said she claimed that she's that B to destroy black men via PR. Look, that's cute. I think sometimes we start to sound and feel megalomaniac. Like we start to think of ourselves as far more powerful and influential than we actually are, and that's cute, ma'am. You realize what country you're talking about? That sounds funny. Like it sounds so that's cartoonish, right? I'm that beta. I'll be the one to destroy black men. Ma'am, we live in a white supremacist country. We live in a white supremacist anti-black country. Black men are already in prison at insane numbers. They're already being killed by the cops on camera, and the cops are getting away with it. What do you think you're going to add to this, you weirdo? You're weird. These people are weird. Ma'am. So, in other words, you're saying that you're more powerful than the white men that actually created this anti black system? DA said she's powerless. That's my point. That sounds cute, what she's saying. You're more powerful than the white men that created the system? I'm going to destroy black men. It sounds like a cartoon character, a cartoon villain, right? Ha 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 ha, I'm gonna destroy black men. Yeah. These people are weird. You get your little heart broken by some black man or boy when you were younger. The white dude you had a kid with probably broke your heart too. Now it's probably F all men, although you're particularly going after black men because you got daddy issues on top of that. Right? Just weird. Gonna destroy. I remember. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I remember her saying that. Ma'am, psychologically, you're already destroyed. Who are you gonna destroy? You're gone already. If Phil is correct, you're raising your black son to hate himself. That's your power right there. right? You weird neo-Nazi, chocolate dip neo-Nazi with delusions of grandeur and delusions of power. Right? Ma'am, you won't even be voted dog catcher. Especially with this video being out now. Even white people will be like, ugh, we love her sentiment, but she's too public and right? So, you won't even be voted dog catcher, let alone council member of anything, let alone local mayor, right? County mayor, nothing, senator, nothing. You definitely ain't going up to state. Not Congress, nothing. Governor, nothing. So what power to destroy black men? Through PR? Wait, you think because you were in adult film, now what, you got to get into Hollywood now? What, you going to be screenwriting now? We already got we already have the Harriet movie with the bigger long character. You're too late. We already have Waiting to Excel. You're too late. That movie's over 20 years old. You're too late, ma'am. Color Purple's over 30 years old. You're too late. Right? Destroy black men through PR. Ma'am, we live in a white... What? You're too late, ma'am. This weird delusion of grandeur. These people are weird. Victor Creedson, not even class president. President of what? Failed divestors? Ma'am, you divested. You did. You have the mixed kid. And you're still unhappy. You had the white man. You have the mixed kid. You're on social media talking crazy about black men. You are standard issue model 1 of divester. Excuse me. You are model 1 typical divester. And you're still unhappy. Right? And you're doing adult film, most likely with white men, pretty much exclusively, if not majority. So you're getting white peen on top of that. Right? Mixed kid, white ex, spewing anti-black rhetoric towards black men, getting white peen on a regular. Standard issue divester right here. Right? That's unfortunate. Broken divester, spewing her anti-blackness for the world to see, and she still has an ex-white baby daddy. All that hatred towards black men, and your white baby daddy is your ex. That's... Let this be a lesson to most of you divestors, because this is the history. This is why, once again, shout out to the nameless protagonist. He gave us a gold mine with that hive model, because that's what it's going to be. Just a bunch of black women that despise black men, can't even get along with other non-black men. It would have been one thing if these women who despise black men were getting into a relationship with non-black men. That's not going to work for the most of them. And then, like we know, those L's in the LGBTQ, they not too keen on being in a relationship with black women either. And once again, it's not black women's look. This woman is not hideous. On the inside, she is. I mean that in both ways, right? I mean, hey, this is unfortunate. This is. Uh, let's call a thing a thing. Okay, the world is a patriarchy. Fine. Guess what that means? I get to leave in a way you don't. Ooh, goddamn. Ooh, if we're gonna be honest, that's what it is. Black men are gonna get to practice passport bros in a way that black women will just not be able to practice passport sisses. Pun intended. It's just that it unfortunate because all the things that black women see, these somewhat egalitarian black men that black women see as a problem, guess what? You get a Southeast Asian wife, and she actually watches you wash the dishes for once, and oh my God, you're not always barking on her. You actually hold her hand in public. What? Now you flip that on the other side. Black women like you, ma'am, with the Southeast Asian man, not gonna happen. With the African man, pfft, get out of here. A Latino from South America, yeah, right. I would like to direct you to what they're doing. What those D boys in Mexico do when they catch their rival gang members or their rival gang members' girlfriends or wives. Go check Nicaragua. Go check. Go check. Just let's look it up. Just look up. You want to see a beheading? Once again, talking crap you don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like I said, this lady is broken. She's broken. DA said all those men would be too poor for them, Mr. Z. You're right. You're right. I'm just using it as an example to say, like, there's a certain level of power and authority that women in the West, particularly black women in America, have that is off-putting to even men in the West. Let alone you try to couple up with some dude from another country, from some developing country, and he's supposed to eat your disrespect and your tone of voice and that bravado and that ego. Yeah, right. So I brought up passport bros to say, yeah, okay, it's not fair. Okay, fine, it's not fair. Black men get to dip off in a way that black women don't. Well, then you should take care of this situation that you got here because you don't have an escape hatch the way black men do. Rhetorically, it sound nice. All that divester talk sound nice. It ain't gonna reflect in the numbers. Period. If we're just gonna call a thing straight out flat, let's call a thing, excuse me, straight out flat. We get to leave in a way you don't. And that this is where Ostefco come in because she know it's true. Because she swirled. That's why you should be mindful of your relationship with black men. I'm talking to this divester right now. You should have been mindful. You should have went to go seek therapy and handle those daddy issues when you were younger. Then maybe you wouldn't have the mixed kid with the white dude, and now you're out here sounding like a whole neo-Nazi with a mixed son and a white ex-boyfriend or whatever y'all were. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Right? See, this is what happened when the society blows smoke up your rear end for decades, and they help you to practice benign neglect within the black community, where black women, air quotes, advance, right, further and faster than black men. Fine. Now you believe the hype. Now your young men are saying, yeah, I can't do this no more. Passport, I'm out. SYSBM, I'm out. So I'll date primarily non-black women in America, and then passport bros are like, I'm out of America. Maybe I'll bring a woman from overseas back home, or maybe I'll just stay overseas. Either way, right? And yes, Trell Bentley says, shout out to Edward Anderson. Excuse me, give me a second. He says, shout out to Edward Anderson. I implore them to date out. Don't focus on us. Focus on your happiness. Yeah. Well, and it is a catch. Well, shout out to Ed. Yeah, because we know what that's gonna be. This young lady is an example of that. We know what that's gonna be. Oh, Stefko's an example of that. There's other people, fail swirlers and divestors, that are examples of this. We know what that's gonna be because we work with the white guys. Black women think they know, they don't know. We're the ones who go to happy hour with them. We're the ones who work with them. We're the ones who's around them when they drunk. Right? We're the ones who played football with them. We're the ones who played basketball with them. For people like Mr. Z, we're the ones who talk cars with them. We know what it is. Right? Oh, well, find out. Yep, just find out. And that's unfortunate. Hey, the black men are the problem, but yet you're the one walking around here with the mixed son from the white guy and no wedding ring. On social media, spewing your venom. Sounding like some megalomaniac cartoon character talking about how you're going to destroy black men. Lady, is you don't open a history book. Yeah, you hate black men. You got daddy issues. You hate black men. You're secretly turned on by Tariq Nasheed. Right? That's why you got him on your mind randomly. The brother is tall. Okay. Tariq ain't gonna do nothing with you. Right? And y'all better give me my credit. First of all, let me bring this up. I'm sorry, Black Uru, but I gotta do this. Y'all better give me my credit. That Roger Report episode or show when the divestor is on, and we were talking, and I was the one who said it first. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'm being y'all gotta give me my goddamn credit. I was the one who said, I bet you that seat wetter than hell right now. Y'all didn't hear me say it. Black Uru heard me say it, and then he said it, right? But it was still funny regardless, right? But yeah, and I'm bringing that up to say all these divestors got one black man they swoon over. They all got one black man. So for that, excuse me, and shout out to the brother of the Roger Report. For that episode of the Roger Report, it was BGS that the young lady was swooning over. And now that we're talking about this other divestor, it seems to be Tariq Nasheed. For her to bring Tariq Nasheed up randomly. Right. All that talk. right? And you still all that talk, but yet you burning your clit out with your toy, thinking about Tariq Nasheed or thinking about BGS. Weird. Right? Let me get real disgusting with y'all. Ooh, Mr. Z, don't do it. Yeah, Mr. Z's gonna do it. How does it feel to be having sex with the white man, thinking about a black man, and he's also thinking about a black man? Ooh, goddamn, Mr. Z, did you say it? I said it. Hmm? Y'all might be thinking about the same black man. You better go talk to some of these white women and some of these gay white dudes. Find out how many of these white dudes is secretly sleeping with a black dude, or has slept with a black dude, or is secretly on the DL. Y'all, all right, y'all divestors are, boy. Y'all better find out what world y'all really live in. That's man. Y'all better find out what world y'all really live in. This is why y'all so unhappy. This is why so y'all talking all that crap. I'm gonna get that. Yeah, that sound nice. That's why y'all so unhappy, because y'all don't know what world y'all really live on. Trail. Trail said, you can find Tyrone to be the bull for both of you. Why you bullshitting, Trail? Why you bullshitting, Trail? For real, right? If we're gonna talk real humans right now, okay, let's talk real. Y'all think these white guys ain't getting like that's why the whole I was a kid when the whole DL thing was big, right? For those of you that don't know, DL like down low, like secretly gay black men, right? And I was a kid, so I didn't fully get it. Like I knew what they were trying to say and I knew what they were saying, but I didn't understand so much the political implications of that, right? The social, better yet, implications of that. And as I got older, I'm like, these white guys make so much goddamn gay jokes, right? Like as much as black men joke around, we don't make gay jokes like that. And these white men make so many gay jokes. And there's not a campaign, like every once in a while, you would find out about some Republican politician that's getting D'd off or given the job in some public stall somewhere, right? Some white Republican politician who secretly DL. But it never there wasn't a campaign about it. It's never been. And then, like y'all know, I worked for the Florida Democratic Party, and I worked with this gay white dude, and it was one day, me and a black woman were having a conversation, and she brought that up, black DL, and the white dude I worked with, I mentioned, I was like, hey, man, tell her what's really going on, and she was like, nah, white men got that on lock. We call it bro jobs, right? And I was like, why did you think for a second black men were the ones that's really on the DL? Why would you ever why? What? And I'm bringing all of that up in this conversation with this divestor to be like, do you know what society you live in? Like clearly you do, because you're trying to use white racist tropes against black men, but you don't enough to know like some of them same white dudes are into black men. It's really weird, right? It's really weird. So you having sex with the white dude and you thinking about Tariq Nasheed, and that dude is thinking about Tariq Nasheed too. Ew, goddamn. I think I threw up in my mouth. Right? Y'all both turned on by him. Yeah. So while y'all railing against him, while you're like, look, babe, look at this NIGGER. Look. He's talking about another police brutality case. Look. and y'all both laugh about it. Oh, these N-words. And then y'all go in the room and have sex, and you're secretly thinking about Tariq, and he's secretly thinking about Tariq. Disgusting. The only thing y'all united on is that y'all both don't like black men, but y'all are both secretly turned on by them. Oh no, let's get into it today. Right? B. Anon said locker room etiquette is different with those people. Hey, somebody better tell them. Trell, you know it's funny you say that. I think I mentioned this in another live, and I'm about to end out, you guys. Um, like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Um, I was watching my was it my girl? I think my girl or one of my friends put something in the group chat on Instagram, and it was these white guys talking about yeah, jerking off and saying like, could you believe it? Like black men never jerk off with each other. They think that's weird. They think it's gay, right? And like they were like, no, that's gay. Like, wait, so they don't do it around each other? No. Oh wow, that's weird. So they only do it by themselves? And like they were joking about it, but you know they were serious about it too, right? And that's like, what? Y'all really like watch porn together and then jerk off in the same room with each other in the same room? And somewhere in America is some black woman insulting black men for secretly being on the DL and how she's gonna divest to white men because white men build and white men protect and white men are the real men. Yeah. y'all really don't, y'all can't, y'all, like I said, y'all know enough to know to try to use white racist tropes against black men. Y'all know that much, but y'all really don't know what's going on the planet. You can't. There's no way you know. There's no way you know. The way you talk, there's no way you know. Right? And if you go through the comments of the video I just mentioned, there was a sister that said she had a white homeboy, and it's probably some dude she was piping. She didn't want to say it, but a white homeboy. And one day, she went to his dorm kind of late, and like, she opened the door and porn was playing. Like, I'm reading this comment. I'm not making this up. I promise y'all, I'm not making this up. And she opened the door and like, it was a bunch of white dudes in there, and like the porn was playing, and they looked awkward. And she was like, so now it makes a whole lot more sense. And I'm like, yeah, they probably were at least jacking themselves off. Now they might have been weirded out because the porn is playing and like they didn't get the chance to turn it off by the time you walked in, but probably they were jacking off. At the very least, we ain't gonna say if they were doing something else. Like, y'all better stop, man. Y'all better stop pretending like, there's no way that it's black. Let me take this back. And I stole this either from Jeff Brown or Zoe Williams or Uncle Bobby Glanton Smith. But one of them said, and I've said it before, but I want to give credit to because it was one of them who was the first person I heard say it. But essentially, like, if you're an adult black man, you have like a PhD in like sociology. And I would agree with them. After the age of 30, black men, any aware black man is like PhD level sociologists in this country. Right? And I think we don't give black men enough credit on their awareness and like how much they understand other groups of people, power dynamics, in all of it, right? All of the above. I think we really severe. So when black men talk about race, when we talk about gender dynamics, when we talk about money, I think we do a grave disservice because we always dismiss your everyday black man when they talk about these things. No, excuse my language. Niggas know what we talking about. And I would argue we know what we're talking about more than every other group in America. And we didn't need to go to school to understand it neither. Right? So you got all these divestors talking about how great and how supreme and better white men are, forgetting that the whole point of the white racist project was to prop up their children and themselves because maybe your average white person wasn't that great. Maybe the elite were the smart ones, and yes, the innovators, and yes, the conquerors and rapers too. But your average white person wasn't that great. They were mediocre at best. That's the whole point. And then you got black divester women talking all this crap, forgetting the whole reason for racism, white supremacy was to prop up your everyday, regular, Joe white person. Man, I'm telling you, like people, man. So we gotta stop pretending like black men don't know what we're talking about. And these weirdo divestors like this I was about to call her sister. Oops. This black woman, they're just bitter. They're broken, they're bitter, they're angry. They have the failed swirler divester relationship, and that doesn't mean she won't still end up with another white dude, but right? All that daddy issues, probably rejected or sidestepped from, your everyday regular black man. Then you do adult film, and you got the mixed son, from the white guy. And now you're on social media talking crazy about black men, man. If you don't get out of here, lady. DA says, divestors don't understand racism, in my opinion. Their understanding of racism is weak. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I agree. And let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Onol says, let me wait a minute because it just went off. Onol says that's why the army was don't ask, don't tell. Most black men don't know about the number of homosexual black men that come from that institution. Yeah, I mean, think about it. If black men, white men, Latino men that's in the army, I don't know, there's not that many Asians, but okay, you're in the military, and obviously I'm not, going in on military members. I'm not Paris Milan. Oh yeah, Paris Milan, I got that video saved, but you went on the military and you said you think all of them got PTSD and black women should stay away from them. Yeah, I got that video saved. Yeah, because you said you were gonna delete it afterward because you're talking about military members. Yeah, I got it saved. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So you know, you're stuck on a sub or on a boat if you're in the Navy, or if you're in the Army, the barracks, you're stuck there for months, if not years on end, with nothing but a bunch of dudes. I mean, prison has taught us what often happens in that type of scenario, right? So yeah, that's not yeah. So yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm just reading some of you guys' comments. That's why I'm getting a little quiet. My apologies. Yeah, this is yeah. Oh no, he said drop the link. This is why the Raj Report tells me to use StreamYards instead of YouTube, because there is no dropping the link. There is no link to drop. I'm going off of straight YouTube, not StreamYards. And I'm gonna start using StreamYards for these type of lives. I might next video, and that might actually be in a couple hours. Um, I'm going to try to play with YouTube has an ability to kind of add people on now. So I should have clicked that button. I'll do it maybe next video. And let's see if I can do that. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just yeah. Yeah, it's craziness. But and shout out to you, Toya. Shout out to Toya, one of my day ones. Um and shout out to all the brothers and the sisters that have encouraged me with my channel, that frequent my channel. Y'all come in, y'all listen to me speak. Thank y'all very much for engaging with me in this conversation about pretty much black men, black women relationships, right? But often, we talk about different other things. We talk about race. The car stream is still coming for all my gearheads. The car stream is still coming. Yeah, and I do have another video, like I told y'all, a live that I want to do about hope in America being a currency. And we might get a little dark and depressing with that. I know many of us in this space, we're pretty stable, we're doing good financially, or okay-ish financially. But what I really enjoy about this kind of side of the black manosphere is that we're so much more realistic. Oh my God. It's so refreshing. It really, like, even those of us that are doing good, like those of us six-figure brothers in this space, right? When we talk money, y'all don't sound crazy, right? Like, and it is refreshing because, like, there's other parts of the black manosphere, other parts of the manosphere, other parts of just social media in general. And when they start talking money, you're like, what in the world? Who are these people talking about, right? And it's just really refreshing that to be able to speak to people that get it, even if they themselves are doing really, really well, right? Onwall says, real life, my uncle retired from the army is gay. He lives in Houston and he has a whole group of gay black male friends. At least, I think there's 10 of them. They all gay ex-army black men living in Houston. Okay. Okay. Well, we never said that there weren't gay black men, right? There are definitely gay black men. There are definitely, yeah. And there are definitely gay black men who do not hate straight black men, who don't engage in the I'm gonna show black women I'm part of the sister girl, black men ain't ish, realm. And I'll excuse me, I will allow myself to be used as a weapon against straight black men in this kind of gender war, gender back and forth between black men and black women. There are gay black men that are not with it. I've met them, right? Now, how many of them are like that? That's a different conversation, right? But there's definitely gay black men, and there's definitely gay black men that don't engage in the excuse me, straight black men ain't ish, and yeah. I think the brother Torain Walker had one of those brothers on his platform a little while ago, who said, he used to be part of that kind of cohort of gay black men, and then he had to sit back and be like, wait a minute, I'm a black man who has issues with other black men, straight black men, right? So yeah. But yeah, I'm about to end it out, y'all. Yeah, so once again, this black woman is broken. It's really disheartening to hear her speak the way she does, knowing she has a mixed black child. Yeah, that self-hate and that hatred of the opposite sex, it's real. They're harassing me. They're effing harassing me. Ma'am, you're not a white woman. It's not gonna work. It's not. It's not going to work. Nice try. These dudes aren't even trying to swat you, right? They're not, and from my understanding, swatting is when you like send the cops at someone, right? Like you call in like, hey, something's happening at this person's residence, and then the cops go rush that person's residence. Like they're not even these black men. What, ma'am? You're an adult film, actress. Did you not know what you signed up for? You're saying black men online are harassing you on your on your social medias? Something you can turn off? Wait, so the black guys are doing it and not one white guy is doing it? Come on. Right? You're weird. Shout out to the brother AL Evans, another brother that's always supported me from the jump, right? My fellow southerner, right? When we were talking music one time on Art New Style channel, it was me and AL versus like everybody else. Right. Oh man. Southern hip hop versus everybody else, right? Y'all better give Southern rap its flowers. That's why we've been running it for over 20 years. Oh goddamn! I know my Northeast. I'm known my New York cats is mad. I just said that. Tell me I'm lying though. Wait, the young lady is 40. She's four. So I saw somebody say that earlier, but I thought they were speaking about the Me Too sister. I didn't realize they were speaking about this. I still call her young. She's older than me, but yeah. Right? AL said I'm shooting golf on PS4. Right? But this is, man, look. I'll end out with that. This lady is broken. Like I said, I don't think you could do anything with her. Right? I don't think you could. I think she's gone. It's sad. I don't think anyone really can do anyone with any type of sanity can do anything with her. Like I said, even including white men, I don't think you can do anything with this lady. I think she's truly broken beyond repair. It's unfortunate. It's sad. You know, maybe she needs some, like I said, therapy. Maybe some family could put some arms around her, but from what we saw in that little short clip, this is, I don't know what you can do with someone like this. I'm not a licensed therapist, like I said. For me, I think any regular, normal person, everyday person who's not, who doesn't, who's not a therapist or who doesn't know kind of these type of things, I don't think we can do anything with a woman like this. I don't know what you can do, right? Yeah. It's unfortunate. Once again, shout out to the brother Phil for his covering this. Shout out to the other brother who Phil covered it from. Shout out to AB Media for sending this to me. Like I said, I do check my emails. My emails are just about in every video's description box. The original video, for those of you that are looking for it, it's also in my description box. Y'all like, share, subscribe on your way out. My Cash App and all. Well, I only got Cash App. I think maybe I should do a Zelle too. Yeah. But that's in my description box, and we'll end out with that. Y'all, happy holidays. Y'all enjoy y'all holiday. Y'all enjoy y'all family and y'all friends. Please, so y'all don't sound like this. Y'all enjoy y'all kids. I hope y'all got y'all kids what y'all want if they were being good. I hope some kids don't get cold and they cold as they stocking stuffers. Right? Excuse me. Right? And y'all go enjoy y'all family. I might do a video later on today, maybe tomorrow. Like I told y'all, I was the guy that signed up to be to work tomorrow. So yes, I'm going to work tomorrow. Yes, I could have got the day off with pay, but I decided to go to work so I could get time and a half. Yes, I'm that guy. And I could have gotten New Year's off with pay, but I wanted the time and a half again. So, oh man. So yeah, shout out to the fam. Shout out to y'all. And no, my girl isn't happy about it. Of course she's not, right? But yeah, Toya put the money bags. Toya, my pay is alright. I make more than the average man and the median man. It's alrightish. My pay is alrightish. How much I'm gonna make this year, right? And it's more than I've made ever. Um, excuse me. you know, but I'm eventually gonna have to slow down. I don't know how much. Like this week alone, I would have worked 80-ish hours, maybe. If not, it's somewhere between like 75 to 80 hours this week. Let me see. Yeah, somewhere in that range this week. So, but my average week is 65 hours. It's not sustainable. 65 is I could do that. I could eat that. But as 75-ish plus, yeah, that's not sustainable. Right. Um but yeah, so, you know, y'all have a great holiday. And please look out for y'all family, man. So y'all don't have daughters coming up that sound like this lady. Because this is, like I said, disheartening. And yeah. At least if one of y'all daughters end up with the white dude, y'all know it's truly love and they really are into each other, and your daughter is not with the white dude because of this, right? She got daddy issues and whatnot, and coming out here being an adult film star and all type of foolishness. Yeah, please God, no, right? I don't wish that on none of the brothers in here, right? So, okay, all right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Mr. Z out. Enjoy y'all holidays. Happy holidays to everybody. All right, y'all. Mr. Z out. If I could press the X button, that'd be great. All right, y'all. I'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. There we go. All right.